But cool. So my man pops up, man. He's like, yo, man. And I'm like, oh, bruv, not here. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to do something, like, I'm trying to lock into where I'm at, bruv.
So not here.
Yeah, not here, bro. You get what I'm saying? Fuck off. Like, the hoodie comes up, bruv. the big hoodie comes up. Man pulls out the long mag, like, just in case. But nah, I'm joking. Like, no, but look, man, it's real though, man.
Wear disguise. I know men that wear disguise when they work. You know, they can't.
That's what, on a Michael Jackson thing. Man's got bare disguises to go outside.
The living room, man's masked up.
Nah, I love it.
Like, because dirty little secret. Yeah. But anyway, sorry.
But for real, it's like, so I can definitely say that I've experienced it on that side of it. Like, just having a grime legend and whatever come up to man and acknowledge man and whatever, like, that was beautiful. But at the same time, thinking, that's not even what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm trying to get my paper up right now.
Trying to live,
differently.
Trying to move on.
You get me?
Yeah.
And trying to move away from different things. Like, do you know what I mean? Just really being selective in my process. But
that's it.
like, here's the real trip though, forward thinking. Like, doing that led me to meet certain people.
Right.
And to advance that situation. I don't think, I should have known, but I didn't know. I was never going to have to do that for long. You get me?
Right, yeah.
So man was like, bruh, walk through certain other doors. You get what I'm saying? And then through there, I started to really make connections with big corporates.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Big
like,
stuff, yeah.
And it's mad because I'm bringing my own flavour in it. I'm bringing my thing from where I'm coming from. Being able to function in their spaces.
Yeah.
And being able to communicate with them. You get what I'm saying? And elevate my thing.
Yeah.
Full circle moment. You get me? Like, now I've acquired a load of different other skills that I never thought that I would be able to acquire.
Yeah.
Because man can weave the web, innit?
Yeah.
And like, all right, cool.
Navigate
I can see how this can affect that. Do you know what I mean? It seems like worlds apart, but when you actually check it, just being patient with the process. Yeah, this is me talking now, not then. But being patient with the process will ultimately bring you to where, you know, you need to land. Because anything that you do in life, music, sports, whatever, bro, you can play football and get an injury, but it's not linear. There's no straight road. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna go up, down, you're gonna have lows, you're gonna have highs, boom. But because nobody talks about it like that, because everyone's ashamed or afraid to talk about it, it doesn't lend itself very well to those who are going through it, which is the majority.
Exactly.
You get me?
This leads me to say, like, it's not uncommon that most people are working. You know what I mean? Most people in the entertainment industry are not working. And if you're struggling and you're not working, like, know that it's all right to find a job. You know what I mean? And I really like what you just said, bro. Like, you just have the ability to understand the situation you're in now is not permanent. You know, be able to maneuver and pivot. That's the creativity. You know, we always talk about it. It's not about if it can be done. It's about how we do it. And then let's get into that state where we exercise our brains and stretch our, you know what I mean? And find the answer. No, big up, man. No, proper still.
You get me?
Proper still. Yeah, so, you know, when we do our thing, like, you know, there's a problem, but most important, what's the solution? You know what I mean? What's the solution? What a person who's in, you know, he's the aspiring musician, he's got 50,000 followers on Instagram, TikTok's going off the roof, got, you know, viral and whatnot. It's not really happening right now, you know, in terms of like financially and whatnot. So he's considering having a little job.
For me, I would say, I would say learn to embrace that job. Learn to embrace that job, not as your be-all and end-all, but as a pathway to what it is that you're trying to achieve for yourself. And feel no way about it, bro. It's like, there should be no shame around that. Because at the end of the day, when you get into express your talent, all you're trying to do ultimately is express yourself.
Exactly.
But you also want to be paid for expressing yourself so that you can live your life.
That's right.
Yeah, because let's have it right. Music costs.
That's right, yeah.
It costs.
And you don't want to be in a desperate situation and take anything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And then
you compromise your art.
Exactly. And I feel like go back to Eminem, prime example. One of my things of why I resonate when he first came out, he used to talk about doing the factory work, just normal work, you know, like it gives you more of a dynamic of it. And like what you said, based on what you said about your journey, I think you gain a lot from working.
Absolutely.
More to write about. Remember, exactly. Structure.
Routine.
Yeah.
Planning.
Which something we might not have as creatives. Let's have it right, you know what I mean?
Listen, we're the worst. And this is where we find ourselves in this wonderful space where we're like, we're creative business structure.
Because
like
of what we've had to go through.
You get what I'm saying?
Having to wake up at 4 a.m. and, you know.
the line.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's a certain level of discipline that we've had to learn to apply ourselves to learn what we need to learn. Yeah. And that's the key thing. Like, whatever you do, whether it's sports, whether it's music, whether it's anything, you're going to need an element of discipline. But I think this dream is sold as like, you can just be you. Yeah. It's like, hearing them silly podcasts. I just want to be me. You can't be you. You can't be you all the time. Yeah. Because you don't even know who you are half the time. You is a multitude of things. You get what I'm saying? For real. Like, do you get me? I hear so many of these like podcasts talking like that, and I'm thinking, listen, there's no situation like that. Even like you hear it in relationship dynamics, like and stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, listen to what the other person's saying, innit?
That's it.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and then that's how you find a mutual, connection. And connection's important.
That's it.
And you get connection through working.
That's it.
Because rather than sitting on your ass playing PlayStation, Call of Duty and them vibe there, no shade on the Call of Duty man them, like, but there's more to life. You're opening up your network. And you're opening up yourself to a new network.
And what else? As an artist, what you're supposed to do to absorb and gather information and what content to do what? To write and be more creative. So get these experiences and whatnot. And we're talking about solutions, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, your circles, what's your network? Your network. Your network, your environment.
Your environment.
You know?
Who you moving with?
Who you moving with? Who you seeking counsel from? Who's your mentor? Who's your inspiration? You know? And a major part is finding your confidence to be you, your authentic self.
Yes.
In an industry where some people might hear that thing, I want something to sound like Central C.
Yeah.
I want my next song to sound like... You're not Central C, bro.
You're not Central C.
You know, you're not Miss Banks, babes. You are you. Yeah? So find it's about finding your uniqueness. And when you find uniqueness, you can get on the 436 and be all right with it. You can get on a train from London Bridge to Charing Cross and be okay. And people say, oh, I can't believe what you're doing on a train. Bro, I'm a human being just like you.
I'm living my life.
You become a J. Cole, which you become a lover of the people. That they can be more, they resonate more
engagement.
To. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say, listen,
you're one with them.
Yeah,
you get me?
Yeah, and that's something with me. Like, obviously, I've been dabbling in the booth recently, and I get a lot of my mates. They send me things. I say, yeah, they're great, but you know what I do? I master being myself. Because when I'm myself, no one can mess with me. Because no one should. You know what I'm saying? Never. Master being yourself. When you master being yourself and master your craft, your delivery, your skill, your cadence, that's a full-time job. You ain't got no time to worry about anyone else and thinking about anyone else. So what I'm trying to say, when be confident in yourself, be confident in yourself. Find people who are confident in themselves or people that make you feel, like make you want to be better in a good way, you know? Seek counsel in the right people. You know what I'm saying?
Learn financial literacy.
100%.
Learn financial literacy, Try to get yourself on top of how to manage finances. Like, a lot of people come in, like moving into these spaces of entertainment. It usually comes, let's be real, from a place of poverty. And this is part of where that gap is created, isn't it? Like, where you don't know nothing. You were never taught anything about financial literacy. So boom, you just know you need to get out.
Boom, you got £300,000.
And then what am I going to do with that?
17, 18-year-old.
Straight to the showroom.
Hatton Gardens immediately.
Oh, gosh, come on, man.
What's his name? Central C's got, what's his name? Stormzy's got a Rolls Royce. I need to go to get a Rolls Royce.
Yeah. No.
We've never had £10,000.
Yeah.
So financial...
Don't do it.
Financial literacy is a key one, man. For real.
So we've really got to get start learning about
Study.
these things and get on top of it. Yeah, because once you understand how to manage financially, you could then start approaching life on the attack, not in defense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need, like, once you start to get a hold of that financial stuff, you'll be able to express your art better. Do you know what? I'm even going to go one further. Man, if we could all knuckle down and get our stuff together, can you imagine the quality of music and art that will be coming out because people are in charge of their own expression? You're not just cookie cutter versions of each other.
Cardboard cutter.
Just play one song on Spotify and it merges into another and another.
Conveyor belt.
You know them ones. Cardboard cutter, bro. Something off the back of a Kellogg's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why are we giving bare companies shot? Listen, bring the deals, man.
Bring the deals. No, we got. Listen, big up Made Luxury, big up RMDA anyway. Cool. 100%, man. So financial literacy, being confident in yourself, finding your own uniqueness, not being afraid to mix with people out of your culture and your thingy to gain the experience. And like, I believe, man, if you have to, it's a benefit to understand where you are and saying, look, it's not your end goal. What can I learn from this situation? You know?
Here's one.
That's what I would.
Here's a real easy one. Yeah. Whilst you're in the game, learn about the gears and the mechanisms that work around the game and keep yourself in the game by working the locks around the game. That way you can work. That way you're still in your industry. That way you're still close to what you want to do. You're still mulling about the people that you want to kind of engage with. You get what I'm saying?
You're going to have to elaborate on that, to be fair. I know what you're saying, and if you get that, you're one of the few. But I definitely feel that because that's a deep one.
Production, audio, for a musician, get into learning how to mix audio. Get into learn how to shoot videos. Get into learning how to do design. Get into learning how to do entertainment law. So whatever it is, like there's so many different areas, that work around the actual music itself. But you know what is everybody's got main character syndrome, innit?
You can.
Everybody wants to be the one.
But exactly. Because that might not be your strong point. You might find that, you know what, I'm a great manager. I might not be a good artist, but I'm a great manager. But that's another conversation. But definitely you need to immerse yourself in if you're passionate about something, you need to immerse yourself in it. Whether it's acting and sports, entertainment, whatever, it may be. But and I think once again, we can be here for another 2 hours talking about it. But any closing remarks,
look, man,
statements on this one?
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I just hope that when we're speaking, that it's getting through to, I hope it's. Who
it touches.
Well, I think there's a level of. I think the word is Karthicness. Is it Karthic? That the older generation, might feel like, of course, a bit of a release.
Yeah, right.
But for the younger generation,
Karthic,
you're getting the heads up.
Right.
You're getting told ahead of time. You're Marty McFly. You're going back to the future. You get what I'm saying? So you can understand what to do before you even get there.